Hello and welcome everyone, this is Yummy Productions. I know I entered Halloween Town, but honestly, I really want the game to be done. You know, if I'm really feeling it when the game's over, then maybe I'll go back. But I'm gonna be honest, like, I want to get to the ending, and it's skippable. It's a shame. It really is. You know. But I'm honestly just tired. Right? I think with the exception of games that are like quote unquote speed runnable, um, like the ideas that I have for doing an actual speed run for DMC3, also the Two Towers thing. You know, with exceptions of things like that, I don't think I will be playing full games anymore. One, because like they take so long, and I have like a serious issue with how to describe this, the inability to separate what is important information from non-essential information. Like, I record a particular set of D&D games I play in, and what I do is the original idea was to record it, then take notes later, so I wouldn't be missing as much details. Right, you could see the nuances in it, and yeah, no, that was miserable, I'd say. Like, you know, you have to sit there and listen to like your entire session, which is, you know, that's cool, you know, if you're into that. But me trying to take notes with that, I'm constantly like trying to make sure every detail is like involved within the notes and not separating or disincluding, excluding. That's the word. So yeah, like I'm only making minor like exceptions, and yeah, so it takes so long because like let's just say every session takes 4 hours to play. You're then now spending bare minimum 4 hours listening to the session, but then you also have to take the time to take the notes, assuming you don't need to pause. It's 4 hours. And with like the amount of details I kept doing in mine, that's like 5 hours minimum if it's a 4-hour session. It was unfortunate because I also started YouTube around the same time, or started being consistent with YouTube around the same time. I had planned on reading a bunch of different things. I was also wanting to study up on a tabletop game called Scion, so I could start running those games. And what ended up happening... Oh, and also trying to take competitive Smash seriously. What ended up happening was a mediocre effort towards Smash. Like, it lasted, I think, less than a week, maybe 2 days of actually practicing, 2-3 days or so, right? So there's that. Barely staying on track for the YouTube videos, and minor, barely kept, like, didn't even keep up with notes. It took me, I think, a week and a half to actually finish the first sessions of notes, given there are 2 different D&D games, and so you're looking at like maybe anywhere from 4 to 6 sessions in a month, and taking 2 weeks just to finish one of them.
What took you so long?
Yeah, no. It is a matter of like not being able to budget time, yes, but also just like I put way too much on my plate, and yeah, so I've essentially like dug myself into a hole, and then is just not not able to keep up. Like none of the books I wanted to read have been read.
Open up the door.
Any games that I'd want to play like outside
I'm Peter Pan.
of
Okay, we're in this together, but only till
the YouTube stuff doesn't really get done. Like I've played a little bit, but not a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. But despite that, I have come to the conclusion. I'm not a fan of playing Kingdom Hearts. I like the idea of the stories, you know, a lot of the characters later on, right? But I'm not a fan of playing the games. I don't enjoy the gameplay loop. The boss fights I have found underwhelming at, like, mediocre at best, underwhelming at the average amount of time, and then just miserable with the case of Ursula. Like, that was no fun. So yeah, I'm good on that. So once I'm done with this game, I probably won't play any of the other ones.
Why? You want to try?
Maybe I'll test one out. Maybe. But definitely not going to do any YouTube videos on them.
Haven't you cooled off yet, Tink?
So.
Just a little bit of pixie dust. There. Now you can fly.
I don't know. Yeah, and right now I'm at a standstill with Dark Cloud because of the sheer amount of prep really that goes into like making a character good. I'm still waiting for a weapon for Goro. Though I guess I should go to the Wise Owl shop and see if they have a hammer, because I'm definitely not fishing for the hammer. My goodness, that's way too many points. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot going on.
Captain? What? The prisoners have escaped. What's more,
And honestly, I kind of want to play Yakuza Like a Dragon again. You know, it was good fun. Just like me and my roommate sitting there and just like laughing at everything going on.
What is it, Tink?
You know, it was just constant insanity. It was fun.
Peter Pan?
We started playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we got it on the PS5 so that we could play it on our TV instead of having to like cram around my PC.
Yes?
And so, yeah, let's see. I'm trying to remember what characters we're doing. We are trying to build a full team of assassins, right? The assassin subclass for Thief. And because there's a lot, we learned that, you know, it's any attack roll gets the crit from on a surprise targets. So that opens a large variety of things, right? Large variety. So like, let's say, let's take Inflict Wounds, right? Melee spell attack. Any spell attack counts because it's an attack. So yeah. So essentially the idea is we're going to have one pure assassin, which means all rogue and assassin subclass, right? Every single one of these classes is going to have an assassin subclass. The other one is the Gloomstalker Ranger, with assassin subclass, like the rest. The other one is oh, paladin. Yep. He's got a paladin going on, which I believe, yeah, my roommate's the paladin. I'm pretty sure he's only taking 2 levels in paladin, and he's gonna go the rest in like not warlock, sorcerer, I think. I don't remember. And then I'm going assassin, wizard, right? Because I want the utility of the ritual spells, while also no, I want to play spellcasters more. But our reluctance to like long rest kind of gets in the way of that. But the way I built my wizard is that because we're only level 3 right now, because we only played like twice.
Wendy, are you
The way that my character's set up is that essentially he's not actually spending his spell slots for anything other than the spell shield. Yeah, so only having 3 spell slots don't matter at that point. You know, he's just going around casting his cantrips and everything. Ray of Frost and Shocking Grasp. Yeah. But we're doing pretty well with that. My roommate is so caring. So we split the NPCs up. There can only be 4 between, you know, all of you. And yeah, no, he is carrying because he's got his character and who just does, you know, consistent damage. He's also got Shadowheart being the Gloomstalker Ranger. So, you know, they're doing good damage, and then I'm over here struggling to stay alive most of the time. You know, Astarion is the pure assassin. He's just, you know, he hides, he shoots, and that's about it. You know, he's only got 1 attack. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle because we're doing it on honor mode, because, you know, he wants a tactical challenge, and also, like, we haven't really. I wanted to play on a lower difficulty to, like, get through the game, you know, actually experience the story, but without having to worry about, you know, tactics, about, you know, whether or not we die, about, you know, anything. You know, do whatever build we want and it'd still be viable. Unfortunately, that's not what we did. So we're doing honor mode, so now I'm having to actually make sure I'm not being terrible at the game.
This is as far as I can go. Gotta help Wendy.
So, I don't know. I started a solo campaign again, but this time on the PS5, which really, if I want to experience the story, I should just go back to my PC solo campaign and play through that, because I'm level 7 and I'm almost done with Act 1, I believe. Well, no, I know I'm almost done with Act 1, but I'm pretty sure I'm level 7. Yeah, I should just do that. I don't know. Definitely running into the issue of, I don't know if you I mean, if you've not played D&D, think of like you playing a game, specifically like RPGs, where you get to create your own character, choose a class and everything, right? You know, get to build your own identity within the game, your own representative. You start playing, you know, maybe you get a few hours in, and then you realize, hey, but what if I played this other class, you know? Well, what if I played this other race? You know, how would things change? What would I be able to do? Yeah, and so D&D is just that constantly, and Baldur's Gate suffers a similar thing because, you know, it's D&D, but a video game. So yeah, there's a character crises, which, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 does a good job of, like, avoiding that somewhat, because you have the ability to reclass, respec at any point. The only thing you can't, like, change is your race, right? That's the only thing stuck in stone. And, like, but you can just change to whatever class you want at any point. Like, I think, if I remember correctly, my solo campaign on a PC went monk, right? Get Yankee monk. Okay? Did it. It was like, nah. It was alright. I switched over to barbarian, and because there was a long sword or great sword or something that I picked up, and I was like, you know what? I want to use this. So I went barbarian so I could use it. And, you know, I was doing a lot better. You know? More. So yeah, no, I was like a lot more powerful. I say a lot, you know. Marshals seem to be pretty rewarded with their consistency of damage. You know, you do lose out on a few things, but I don't feel like it's nearly as egregious as the difference between marshals and spellcasters in actual 5th edition. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, for sure. I feel like spellcasters are limited enough that it's perfectly fine to have, you know, not done anything else. I don't know, because you just have, in 5e, you just have, you have the power of creativity. Only your imagination limits you and your party, and there's a lot more open-ended spells and just a lot more spells in general. Just a lot of options. But when you're in a video game, you very much, you know, especially when combat's happening a lot, you want to be able to deal damage. And marshals deal damage, you know? So I feel like definitely being in a video game rewards their play style, for lack of a better term. Their way of being. Ugh, man. Let's see. Oh, I watched, oh, what was it? Returner's Magic Should Be Special. That came out recently. And, yeah, no, that was something I had read the manhwa for. Unfortunately, I still need to catch up on that. Again, not been reading. But I've gotten plenty far ahead where the anime is not going to catch up before I ever, like, decide to catch up on my reading. Like, no, there's so much content ahead. I'm covered. I'm good. I don't need to worry. So, you know, I'm good on that front. It was really good, really enjoyable. You know, I didn't have a lot of expectations for it. Honestly, I just cared that it was happening. And that was pretty cool. And like, the thing I'm discovering with like these manhwas that I've read that become animes is like the pronunciations of names are very different. Yeah. Definitely the most. Definitely the most apparent parent one is Solo Leveling,
Wait till I tell Kyrie.
which
I wonder if she'll believe me.
I've really been enjoying. I cannot wait for the because it is in the opening, him fighting this Red Knight guy, and it's very akin to the concept of like Dante versus Virgil, Raiden versus Sam, the whole you're perfect opposite. Not perfect opposite. That is definitely not the way to describe it. Like your moveset also. So like you fighting your own capabilities as like a player character. It definitely has that kind of feel to it, and I've always loved characters like that. It's really cool. Their fight is sick. I can't wait for it to be animated. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't talk too much because there'll be spoilers. So Leveling's really good. I finished all of the manhwa, given that I believe there is actually less chapters than the Returners coming up to. But there's also like, a lot more progression throughout. Returners has a, it's definitely like snowball rolling down the hill. Alright. It's very slow in the beginning, but does it speed up? Oh, definitely speeds up. But Solo Leveling, it's, pretty spread out. Pretty well, I'd say. So yeah, there's that. I don't remember what the last thing I finished was. So yeah, I have been able to watch shows because, like, I have to eat, and so that's what I put on. I've also been watching a TV show I used to watch as a kid, The Legend of the Seeker. I just literally today finished season 1, which, by the way, I've been watching it on the ABC channel app thing, and yeah, you definitely have ads if you don't, do the whole paid subscription thing. And this was a show that was made for TV, so these ads are fitting in perfectly. So it's just like being a kid again, watching TV. Is it annoying that, ads are there and there's not a lot of diversity with the ads? Sure, whatever. But I don't care. I'm getting to watch it, and so what? I have to, act like it's actually on TV. It's really cool. It is so generic fantasy, like you wouldn't believe. Like it's not creative's not the word. It's just you would have felt like you've seen it before. But yeah, no, it was originally started airing at the end of 2008. I believe it finished midway through 2009 or something. So, if I have the energy, I am definitely starting season 2. Because, they have a goal.
It was reckless to bring her here.
They may or may not have accomplished that goal at the end of season 1. And then season 2, either they continue on trying to achieve that goal, or if they have achieved that goal, what new problems have arisen, right? Ooh. So, I'm worried that, maybe there'll be a drop in, like, quality. But, who knows? Let's give it a try. But yeah, no, so, like, each season's 22 episodes. Each episode without ads is, like, 45-ish minutes. So with ads, it gets close to an hour. Just like real TV used to be. Crazy. So yeah, no, I'm halfway through, so I only got another 22. It's like watching an 88-episode anime. That's insane to think about. Yeah, no, it's got the wizard mentor, it's got the female like love interest, but she's got like, you know, truth powers. She's called Confessor. They're really cool. They're more star-crossed lovers because she can't be with anybody because she'll lose control of her powers and confess them, and if someone's confessed, they're like completely fallen in love with the confessor, to the point of just not having their soul anymore. So, crazy things. And he is called the Seeker, and he wields the sword of truth, and, you know, he's really good at tracking, and he can use the sword. Woo. It's nice, episodic, you know, vaguely connected, which I've always enjoyed stories like that are, you know, vaguely connected. Because, like, you get these, like, mini adventures in between everything, and, you know, there's an end goal, and, like, these are things that are, like, coming up in the way, on the way there. It's honestly kind of how I was wanting to run Scion, but, you know, I've not dedicated the appropriate time to actually learn the game so I can teach the others how to play.
How can you be so cheerful?
So,
There's
I
still
don't
no
know.
sign of your king. Aren't you worried?
I'm gonna try and get, these 2 games done. I'm thinking it's possible to get Kingdom Hearts done because, let me double check. After this one releases, there are 3 more Fridays. So,
I believe in you.
6 hours if I keep the base rate. I mean, you know, it's possible. Dark Cloud, though? No. It's not. Not with the grinding. I'd really have to hunker down and, like, just legitimately play the game and just let it record. Like, there's no structure that's going to work for actually finishing that. If, I mean, even if I, let's say I finished Kingdom Hearts next week, right? That gives me 2 Fridays to dedicate to Dark Cloud. That leaves 5 Dark Clouds. So that's 10 hours. That's definitely not enough. It just isn't. 10 hours, and, like, I'm not even done with the second village out of 6. So, yeah. And honestly, it's the grinding and the preparation that's getting in the way. So I'm just thinking maybe I do the cheat that I did when I platinumed the game, which is getting these, like, broken dagger synth spheres out of the old odd gaffer shop. And if I remember correctly, what it does is it maxes out all the weapons stats, given each weapon has a different cap for all of them. It's either that or a lot of stats. So I don't remember, I'm gonna be honest. But it'll be fine.
Huh?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't
Kyrie?
know.
Did you call me?
Yes, I don't know what I want to do about that. Because I don't want to just stop completely. But it just may come down to that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Next week shouldn't. Keyword shouldn't be as busy as this week. Oh, which I don't even know if I mentioned this in the last video. I have to work overtime this week on top of everything. So even less time to do things. If we hadn't already missed so much D&D, I would just want us to not have it, so I could. Which honestly, no, because I wouldn't use the time appropriately to actually get the things done that I need to. At least I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining and not willing to put forth the effort to get the things done that I'm wanting to get done. I've set myself a minimum, and I am like barely acquiring that minimum. Classic me. But you know, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Next week should be busy, because gotta figure out what we're doing about the house and everything. Also, we might even end up, like, starting to move out next week, if, you know, the turnaround's that fast. And by that, what I mean is, like, telling real estate agent, like, hey, we would like to get this place, and they're like, yes, and then like within a couple days us being able to move in. So if it was that fast of a turnaround, we might be moved out by next week, which if we are, you know, the sooner the better. That's the more money that we get back, because we already paid for this month, and we'll just get reimbursed for whatever we didn't use. But yeah, so no, next week we'll be super busy. I'm just gonna have to fit things in when I can. That's essentially what it comes down to. I just need to grow up and, you know, be responsible. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about whether or not this is something that I'd want to do. Like, you know, YouTube. It's like, I like some of the things. I'm not liking it as a whole necessarily. I mean, let's see. You know, I just feel like my, like, perception, that's the word. I just feel like my perception is just skewed because, like, because of how much of my time is just getting used. Not even just from this. Like, if this was, like, the whole job, then sure. You know, I could see myself easily doing it. Like, if that was my full-time job, I could easily see myself spending 20 hours a week and just getting everything done. So easy, you know. But it's the fact that I'm working 8 hours every day, because I have to have a normal job. 8 hours every day, except for the weekends, which, you know, is a blessing in of itself. Except for on the occasion where I do have to work a Saturday, which sucks, but, you know, that's what happens. You know. But yeah, no, I feel like if I were to cut that part out of my life, right, then I feel like I could easily do, you know, YouTube. Right. But it's just the fact that I'm nowhere near that point, and it's the having to build, it's the building up of the account while strained for time. Not even just time, energy, you know, all of it, you know. It's very frustrating. But, you know, it's just what I got to deal with. Honestly, I need to start being more realistic. Not even just realistic, just more picky about where I spend my time, because there's just too many things that I want to do, and then there's just not enough time available to do those things. See, I don't know. I think YouTube wise, I think this is the roadmap I want to go down. Okay. I want to finish Kingdom Hearts. Finish Dark Cloud. It is going to happen in that order because Dark Cloud's taking way longer. So finish Kingdom Hearts, finish Dark Cloud. I then want to do at least one speed run of DMC3. And then I'm doing at most one, or I guess I should say I'm only doing one Two Towers run.
No vessel.
Because the game is practically the same, changing the characters, because you can play 3, technically 4 if you get the secret character, but you know that doesn't matter. You play Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, right? Those are your 3 playable characters. You can play Isildur, he's the secret character, spoilers, but he plays just like Aragorn, so that does not matter at all. So yeah, I'd probably just play through once, because there's no reason to play one for each. Just no point. And technically I can mix and match, it's just tough because, you know, each character has their own levels. So yeah, that's that. And then after that, I don't think I have any strong desires for any of it, except I definitely want to finish, and this isn't going to be like immediate, because I don't know exactly what I want to do with it yet. I want to do the remaking of my middle school song that I wrote, and we did school project for. It's on YouTube. It is, and honestly, I'll link it in the description of the song when it does release. I'm not building up any hype for it right now. No. No. So, yeah.
Maleficent was right. You don't have what it takes to save Kyrie. It's up to me.
So I don't know. And then I think I'll drop
Only the keyblade master can open the
YouTube after that, I guess. And I think I'm already giving it too much time. I'm giving Smash too much time. But like, big tournaments happening at the end of the month, and I want to be a part of it. Even though I've not done much of being part of the community. I'm just there. I'm just funneling my entrance money into the tournaments I go to. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop consistent Smash after that. Quote unquote consistent, because we missed last Friday. I already forgot. Oh, that's because the roommate had to he had important stuff to attend to after work, so we couldn't go, and then we can't go this week because I have an important thing to go to. And on top of that, even if I didn't have the important thing, I have work that night, so it'd be an absolutely miserable trip. So
you come here.
So yeah, no, it's just
to fight for Pearl.
it's just
And though I am on my own, I will fight. I won't leave without her. That's why I'm here.
it's just falling apart, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Me too.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna give up now.
I have
came
books
here
to
to find someone
read.
very important
I have
to
a
me.
game to learn and then run. I don't even know what else I'd do. There's a bunch of books I need to read. There are some games that I'd like to play. I definitely need to go through my anime watch list and start taking out ones I just don't actually care about. Because I keep grabbing things that I'm vaguely interested in, or have been like recommended. And that's really it. So, I don't know. I'm bad with making decisions. Like, if that's not been made clear. Bad decision maker. So, yeah. Definitely struggle to say no to a lot of things and people. I don't know, and I definitely don't like making decisions for other people to abide by. So, you know, that wastes a lot of time because no one in my friend group is actually assertive in what we're going to do. I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe with the new place, with the new like living arrangement, you know, I can start with like a new mindset of actually being, I don't know, what, prepared? No, not prepared. Productive. You know, actually doing things that, you know, I'm wanting to get done, you know. Because I'm thinking, because it is a 3-bedroom, I'm assuming that there is a living room. So the living room will be like where we'd have like the main console and everything. And then the 3rd bedroom would probably be like a shared office space. If like, because my roommate might just use his bedroom as like his quote-unquote office space regardless. So I mean, if that's the case, then, you know, fine, the 3rd bedroom is just mine, for like office space. And, you know, I'd be able to have I'd feel more comfortable having a wider time margin to do things like this. But at that point, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. Unless, you know, the exception to the stopping of YouTube is like actual progress, you know, subscriber counts going up. That's legitimately all it is. Because there's a bare minimum of entry to start getting money off of the site, right? There's that like bottom of the floor. This is like where the money starts coming in.
They're close.
And then I've got to go even further past that in order to have it replace my current job. Because that'd be really cool. Honestly, I may just be satisfied with $50K a year being like my like YouTube salary.
No,
It's not like an actual salary, but like, you know,
Will destroy you.
making that much
You're wrong,
money
Riku.
on average every year.
The darkness may
Honestly,
destroy my
I think
body,
I'd be perfectly
It
happy
can't
with
touch
that.
my heart. My heart
Alright.
will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really?
So if I had that, maybe,
We'll just see about that.
just maybe, or not even,
Sora ain't gonna go
like, no,
anywhere.
I definitely
betray
have
your
that
king?
being my
No,
full-time
you're
job.
right. But I'm
'Cause
not gonna betray Sora either, 'cause
I feel
he's
like
become one of my best buddies after all
that'd be
we've
something
been
I would
through
enjoy
together. See you
more
later,
than the
Donald.
current job,
Could you
because
tell the king I'm really sorry?
the current job, it's just, I'm just floating, just kind of like a zombie wandering around. Yeah, so I'd actually have more energy, get to live a healthier lifestyle, healthier like sleep
Thanks a lot.
cycle, and actually, you know,
Goofy.
being able to put
How
more
will
into
you
the
fight
videos.
without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
So,
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home.
But in
with
the
all friends I've
meantime,
made. I've become part of their heart.
the
just as
stories
they've
become
part of
cray-cray.
mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be
Riku
one.
has the keyblade.
I don't need a weapon.
Sora's
My
making
friends
a
are my power.
friendship speech, which I'm tired of. He's got a funny outfit. I like it. That's why I made it the thumbnail. Fight though, pretty meh. Tinkerbell's been a very unique summon because you get to keep your party members and she just constantly heals, and there's no time limit that I can tell for it. I mean, maybe if like one of your teammates goes down, she goes away, but I'm not able to test it in this, so you know, who knows. But yeah, I did have some thoughts about
So your heart
making videos for Baldur's Gate 3, but no. After my experience with these drastically shorter games, and I mean drastic, I'm definitely saying no. Like, there's no way I would lose my mind trying to do that. Like, that is a streaming type. That is a streaming type game, because I'm not at a point where I can make those kind of videos where it's just like so condensed to get the gist of like what's wanted. I don't know, I'm just babbling at this point. Definitely been struggling with things to talk about. I don't script out these videos at all. The only thing scripted is like, hey, the gameplay itself is now 2 hours, used to be 1 hour. Yeah, so. And that doesn't do much. The editing style has, you know, stayed the same for quite a while. Definitely not spent the time to learn, you know, new editing tricks or just like video formats. You know, I mean, part of me already knows that I'm just not putting forth the correct amount of effort into making the YouTube successful, because I'm just churning out videos and just expecting it to come to fruition. So yeah, it's definitely one of those I'm at fault things. But that's all the time that we have for today. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe. Honestly, at this point, I'd be happy to see 100 subscribers. We need 1,000 in order to start getting ad revenue, but 100 is progress. And progress is what's needed, you know. Got to get the snowball rolling. So please, if you're subscribed, or if you're not, please subscribe and ask your friends to subscribe. You know, share the videos with them, and maybe they'll get some enjoyment out of it too. But that's all I have for today. So, thank you.